Alright, hello. This is my video on how to use the digital readout, or the DRO, on the lathe. As you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and lathe down this spinning top. One of the things I have to do is lathe down the diameter of this part of my top as a diameter of 0.375. It also has a distance of 0.75 from this edge. So I have to establish what this edge is on my digital readout. One way to establish what that edge is, or probably the best way, is I'm going to go ahead and face this part of my plastic right here, my acetal. So as I face it, I'm going to take off just a little bit. So now my bit is at the exact edge of my acetal. So I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, that's going to be my Y0. I'm going to go ahead and back this up. And I'm going to move this down my cylinder until this number hits negative 0.75. See if I can get it right on. Okay, that's gonna be close enough for this right now. So now the tool tip, this tip right here, is exactly 3/4 of an inch down from this edge. So when I change the diameter of my part, I know that I've now moved it 3/4 of an inch down from this edge, 3/4 of an inch down, so I could start to do this taper right here. I'm sorry, this diameter change right here. All right, now, when working on the lathe, I have a piece of stock that looks like this. This is 1 inch in diameter right there. Now, one thing about using the lathe, this is my tool to go ahead and reduce my diameter. If I was to move this tool in by 0.1 inches, I would be doing a diameter reduction of 0.2. You get essentially a 2-for-1 deal with the lathe. So as this piece is rotating, this is my white piece of acetal, it's rotating like this. Because I engage my plastic right there, it also takes off some diameter over here. So for every there, because it's rotating around, I'm also reducing the diameter there. So on my CAD plans, it says I need to go from a 1 inch diameter to a 0.375 inch diameter. Well, 1 minus 0.375 is 0.625. In order to do it correctly on my digital readout, I got to divide this number by 2. So I want to reduce the diameter by 0.3125. I'll show you this again on the digital readout. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I'm at negative 0.75. So I have moved it down my shaft on my y-axis 0.75 inches. I'm going to go ahead and re-zero that out now. So I know now my new zero on my y-axis is right on this line right here. But now I got to do a diameter change. Just like I showed a minute ago, I want to take off 0.3125 because that's going to be the difference between a 1 inch diameter, which is right here, and the diameter of 0.375. So first I got to establish a 0. How I do this, I color a line on my white plastic, and I'm going to slowly move my cutting bit in just until it takes off a little bit of the blue. See that right there? I'm going to go ahead and establish that as 0 for my X. Now, over the course of about 4 passes, I'm going to go ahead and move it in. So now I'm moving it in. I've gone in 0.02, 0.03. I'm gonna keep going in over the series about 4 passes till I get to 0.3125.